Quantulux One is a portable laser optical emission spectrometer. It allows you to quickly perform analysis within a very few seconds. I would like to show you now the routine operation to perform a measurement. So go to your sample, or in my case, take the sample, press the trigger. The red lamp indicates the measurement. And then we have the first result. The second result will be a little faster as we flush a little longer for the first measurement after some idle time. And here we are with two readings, an average, and that completes our first analysis. The Quantulux One features different working modes. You can select in the menu between analysis mode, which simply shows you the analytical results. You can also use PMI, positive material identification, which then will show you on top the identified alloy and a match code, and possibly also additional grades that it may find with a certain overlap. And thirdly, we have a sorting function. The grade library in the system is empty, so you can fill it with the grades that you have in your portfolio. Alternatively, you can download grades with a certain filter from the cloud library into your system so that it covers all the grades that you would ever want to check. You can share your analysis, your analytical results easily with the different functions to upload analysis into the cloud with this button, but you can also send them into Excel, into PDF, or simply send it to a printer and use the preview function to look at your layout, the results that you've chosen, and then finally send it to a printer. You can easily connect a Bluetooth printer so that even the printout results can be done on site directly at the instrument in any location. At Quantulux, we want to ensure that your instrument is always up to date. For this purpose, the instrument will automatically look for available updates on the Quantulux server whenever it's online, and if it identifies an available update for your software or your application, the download button will appear and you are able to download the software and install the new version of your Quantulux software or your selected application. The Quantulux One is a very economic instrument. The argon consumption is ultra low. Many applications run without any argon. If you analyze ferrous alloys and you want to identify and analyze elements in the UV range like carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen, and many others, you need argon. We have a small argon compartment that you can attach to the instrument, which covers you for around about 1,000 to 1,500 analyses. The argon consumption is extremely low and controlled by the system. The analytical flow is only 5 liters maximum per hour. Then we also have an economy mode, which automatically switches off the argon consumption whenever the instrument is in idle. So all in all, your argon consumption is at least 80% lower than with a conventional spark spectrometer. And it's portable, it remains a portable solution even if you have argon on board. One very important question is always, what about maintenance? How difficult it is to maintain the instrument? So we have good news for you. There is virtually no real maintenance with the instrument. We don't have an electrode, we don't generate a lot of condensate, there's no exhaust to be cleaned. So compared to a typical spark spectrometer, the time that you need to invest into maintenance is very close to zero. We do have a standardization process, but again, the standardization is very much different to what you may know from Spark OES. We only run a single sample, so we have a single sample standardization, and the process is much faster than a normal spectrometer, and we run just simply through that process. So we have a single sample, we start the procedure by tapping on the button, and then we do our first reading. And the second one, as you know, is always a little bit faster than the first one. 2 readings are normally already good enough. We have enough time to make a third one. and then we tap on accept. You see there's some deviations eventually, but all these are okay. So accept, and we apply this now to the method, and our standardization is already complete. So within very few seconds we standardized our system. Compare this to the classical standardization that you know from your instrument. In some cases, some users want to use the 2-point standardization, and again we can support this with our software. So the Quantulux 4 software also offers you the ability to add setup standards so that you can perform 2-point standardization as well as a type standardization if you want to improve accuracy for a certain alloy group. So the instrument has almost zero maintenance, the standardization process is very simple, and we offer all types of standardization from single sample standardization, 2-point standardization, and also type standardization. Perfect instrument for many applications and very simple to maintain. Analytical instruments are always complicated, complex, and you need very educated operators to be able to perform your analytical tasks. In that sense, Quantulux products are a little bit different. We try to simplify the overall process. For this, we have designed a user interface which is much different, and the ultimate goal was to keep it as simple as your smartphone, so that everyone who can operate a smartphone will be able to operate the instrument. So it's touchscreen based, it's very intuitive, and the performance of an analysis is as simple as putting the trigger of your probe. So within a few seconds you completed the analysis without even touching the screen, and as you have seen, the display and the orientation of the screen is very straightforward and simple to use. At Quantulux we follow a digital strategy, a digital concept, and this means that we have lots of digital services embedded into the instrument. One is the automatic download function. Whenever there is updates available, the system will offer you to download and install the new software, as well as new applications. We provide master calibrations for most metal alloys or metal calibrations, and these can also be updated whenever we have a new version of the master calibration. So if your instrument runs the steel app and we add a new element, we add a new alloy group, we extend the calibration ranges, all these are modifications to the calibration, then the button will become active and you can download and install the new version of your calibration. If later on you identify that you need, in addition to your existing steel application, also nickel alloys, you want to analyze cobalt alloys, then you can order these additional apps and select those and download the apps and buy them online to be able to, in the future, analyze also these new metal bases. So the process of upgrading your system to be able to analyze new applications is very simple compared to the classical spark optical emission systems. Quantulux One is your laboratory to go. It brings laboratory quality of analytics into the field. We analyze within very few seconds the complete analytical portfolio that you need, including elements like carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen, and many others. We don't really have restrictions. The laser does it extremely fast and very efficient, very economic. So this is a truly versatile application where we analyze virtually any element that is required. And it's the first time that such a complex analytical system is available in this very compact form. With Quantulux One and the other laser OES products, we want to shape the future of optical emission.